Good morning, class, and good afternoon. Welcome back to Earth Science. We're going to move on to Chapter 2. We have finished all of Chapter 1, which is Intro to Earth Science. We're moving now on to Chapter 2, entitled Minerals. Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of my favorite subjects, favorite chapters, I should say. First, before we dive directly into minerals, we need to address some other things more importantly, which are atoms and elements. Then we will talk about minerals. Now we understand the process of science and some of the tools we're going to use throughout this course. It is time to move on and begin to study the Earth. In order to understand many of the processes that the Earth goes through, we need to understand the basic building blocks. We call these basic building blocks atoms. Atoms are extremely small and made up of protons, neutrons, and electrons. This shouldn't be too new to you. You have seen this probably at least once, if not 2 times in your sciences from middle school and into high school. So it might be a review, that's okay. So atoms are the smallest units of an element. So if you were to break down a chunk of any mineral or element, the smallest unit of that element would be an atom. This video here explains and walks through atoms. I would recommend watching this. It's a very, very good tutorial of showing how atoms are built, how they can break down to the smallest unit and still be recognized as an atom. And I'll let you guys view this on your own time. So atoms make up elements. Elements are a combination of the same type of atoms, so all of one type. So for example, Fe that they have here, iron. A iron atom combined with another iron atom is still iron. So it is an element because it never changes beyond the same type of atom. You can find all the different types of elements on the periodic table of elements known here. You'll see this in your chemistry rooms, in your biology rooms, and obviously in my room, Earth Science room as well. And notice this information indicated here. This is the atomic number, this is the electronegativity, this is the atomic mass, and Fe is the symbol, which is iron, etc. And then there's some additionals that are also posted there. So be familiar with this, be able to identify the different colors. So you have varied colors that correspond with this legend here. Be able to identify what these are and what categories there are. Okay? Elements make up minerals. Okay? Now, minerals can be made up of just one type, okay, one type of element, like gold. Gold is Au by its chemical, here, its chemical symbol, okay, and it is all one type, or a combination of elements. For example, salt. Salt's mineral name is actually halite, okay, make sure you know that. That'll be kind of important to remember. And it's made up of 2 different elements. So it's combining sodium and chloride, making NaCl. It's not 1, it's 2. We'll have a discussion about this combination later. Some minerals are very complex, like azurite. Azurite, which has an elemental formula like this, Cu3 CO3 2 OH2. That makes up copper, carbon, oxygen, oxygen, hydrogen in duplicate forms. Okay, and this is a picture of azurite, very complex, often found in gold mines. Copper mines, and halite. Look at the two different good examples here. Okay, in order for a substance to be classified as a mineral, these are the rules that must follow, and you will need to have these written down, and you'll need to use these. 1, it must be inorganic. That means it doesn't come, it's not made from living matter. Okay? Must have occurred naturally, so it cannot be man-made. Must be a solid. Must have a definite structure and composition. And must be made out of an element or a compound. Okay? Has to follow these rules. This one right here, there is a little bit of an exception to this when it comes to limestone, because limestone is made of fossiliferous, or is fossiliferous, meaning it is made in some instances from ancient fossils broken down and preserved, should say, as a fossil, or excuse me, as a rock. So, but that's not per our discussion right now. That gets into a deeper discussion later on. Okay, so now to demonstrate that you understand what a mineral is, such as trying to use these 5 rules to classify if it is, you're going to complete the following lab: mineral or not a mineral. Okay, this will be loaded on your Google Classroom for review. That's the notes for today, guys. Make sure you review this if you were absent, or as a review for those who've taken the class today. Thanks. Bye.